if I say the name Richard Hart or Forex Shark, probably there's some kind of emotions attached to those names. The reason being is you and I, by default, as being a human being, are very tribal by nature. For instance, Boston Red Sox or the New York Yankees, Ford or Chevrolet, right? Or even going further than cars and sports, you get into the identity aspects of our life, like religion, like politics. If I say Republican or Democrat, if I say Christianity or Islam, all of these words are trigger words, right? Because they have to do with our identity and how we see ourselves. And you and I are born and we learn from our parents and we learn from those authority figures in our life, whether it's teachers or ministers, pastors, whatever your background is. They teach us their value system. And then over time, you get exposed to other people's value system, especially if you travel, especially if you have the fortunate experiences like I have where you visit all sorts of different cultures and tribes and you realize, man, the world doesn't see the world the way I do. And that's what I call becoming cognitively developed. When you start to understand that there's a reason behind all the beliefs that you and I have. Now, I don't mean to get too deep in this channel, but I do want to say that there is definitely a hyper tribalism when it comes to crypto DeFi. And I've been thinking about why is that? You know, we all have our favorite sports team. You know, if I go to a Lions game, let's say in the NFL, I like the Detroit Lions, even though they suck so bad. I root for the Lions. And if the opposing team comes, I boo them. And it's, you know, even though I don't know any of the players, I don't know their families, nothing is to be taken personal. Can you imagine the player on the opposing team getting offended because I was booing them? No, it makes sense. Well, I see the same thing happening in DeFi. We tend to pick our YouTubers that we like and pick the ones we don't like. And my job, though, has always been, since I started this channel in January, is not to pick teams. I'm not here to make friends and I'm not here to make enemies. My job is to document my journey and give clear analysis of what I see happening in the DeFi space. Because one thing that I always appreciated from the YouTubers that I followed in the financial space was people that were honest, people that didn't just shill things that they were in or talk highly of things that they were invested in, talk down about the things they weren't invested in. No, that just shows their biases. And I want it to be different. So you've heard me talk about projects in a negative light where I have a bag of those coins, okay? For instance, like, remember I talked about Piston and I didn't like that they changed the rules in the contract. In my opinion, the whole point of crypto, DeFi especially, is to stop changing contracts. If someone agrees to terms, that's it. The contract is what it is. You cannot turn Bitcoin off, for instance. Like, that contract is on the blockchain. The ledger has been written. Nobody gets to tamper with that. That's what I like about crypto. And when I see devs miss markers, when I see, them overpromise, underdeliver, when I see shady things happening, like, I want to be the voice that hopefully you guys can turn to, and I can give you honest analysis. And there's times where I have AMAs with projects that might pay me. And you guys know that I always disclose if it's a paid interview. I always say it, or it's in the description. This is a sponsored video, so that you'll know as a cognitively developed person that there's definitely a bias going on here. Okay. And then doesn't mean that the project, like, I turn down interviews all the time from projects that I just think are 100% shady. But so far we've had a good track record on this channel. And not every project that we've been invested in has lasted forever. But my principle in DeFi especially is you don't have to have a project last forever in order for us to make money together. A lot of times you get in, you get out, you get your initial capital out, and you do pretty good. All that to say, like, I love this community. You guys are amazing. So many of you have subscribed to this channel for so long. Some of you still are on the fence, and I hope I earn your subscriber. That you'd click subscribe and like only if you believe me. If you think I'm just sketchy and all that, that's fine. You don't need to subscribe. But if you feel like Jonathan's someone that brings honest analysis, awesome. So what I want to do today, just as a way of saying thanks to everybody, in the faucet, you can see I've got 38 coins. That represents 1% of my bag. And you guys know what I like to do coming on the end of the month. Going into the next month, this is what I've done every month. I want to donate So I'm claiming those, and we're going to donate 38.8. Now, one of the guys that used my link for something, I wanted to send him $50 as a thank you. And I asked him for his address, going to send him $50 USD as a thank you. He said, put it toward Dripping for Wells. If you don't know what that is, I am not embarrassed to highlight this. I know we're all here to make a bag, but it's funner when we all help one another around the world. And Dripping for Wells is a project I started when I started my DeFi journey. And I said at the beginning of every month, we're a group of 1,000 DeFi degenerates pledging to commit one claim per month of our drip payout. So that's what we do. You can donate directly to the website. In case you think I'm here to rob a charity, I would never do that. Can you imagine what a low life you'd have to be? But you can donate directly via fiat by going and clicking this link right here. It's a hyperlink, this little piggy bank, or you can donate DRIP token to the Charity Waters wallet address. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to come here to my MetaMask. I'm going to click on my assets. I'm going to send some DRIP. You can see I've got all sorts of crap, and I don't even know what's in this wallet. I've got multiple addresses, but I got to find the DRIP. And we're going to send this together. And this is you guys being part of this. I hope you know, just by you being here and subscribing to the channel, you should feel good about this, because this is all of us together. Charity Waters, we're going to donate, what is it, 38, let's make it 39 to that charity. Next, confirm. And you know what? 39 drip might not seem like a lot, but ladies and gentlemen, what I'm hoping is this fall we have the fall of our lives. That's right. Forex Shark has all sorts of things in the work. Scratchy tickets. He's got lending. Probably hear announcements about that. He's showing up more AMAs. Maybe your boy here will get AMA with him. You never know. You got to keep dreaming, right? Keep the dream alive. But I would just love for us in the drip community to stick together, to just support one another. I'm not here to become best friends with everybody, and I'm not here to lose friends. I just want to be myself. And if I can do that and have you subscribe and watch my channel, it means the world. So I'm going to stick it. You guys know I'm doing this series right now called Sellers Top 10. These are just 10 projects that I've put money in, at least 5,000 in one project. I have 45,000 in it. Like, you guys can follow along. I'll leave the Telegram channel in the description of this video. And if you want to be a part of donating and helping build wells around the world with Charity Waters, you can donate at drippingforwells.com. But you don't have to do any of that. I'm just thankful you're here. Let's remember, in a world where we tend to identify in our tribes, and we've been taught, like, if someone disagrees with you, you have to be disagreeable. That's not true. You can be kind and you can disagree. You can see the world in a totally different way and still love your neighbor as yourself. And I think if we keep that as the center focus of our lives, we're going to live happier lives. It's one thing to be a troll in the comments in your 20s, 30s, 40s. It's another thing to really celebrate other people's wins. So I encourage you, be someone that celebrates the wins of others. If you want to join this community, I haven't said it a lot. I don't say it in a lot of my videos, but I honestly am asking you to subscribe. Most of you that watch my channel, you just watch it, but you don't subscribe. This is your chance. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like, I genuinely mean that. We're coming in 8 months of being on YouTube, and you guys are awesome. So I don't have anything to sell you. We did a donation together. That's it for this video. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.